Okay, so there is this customer of mine that drives 5 to 8. So he doesn't let anyone touch his car when it comes to repairs, diagnosis, and the rest. So he only allow. In fact, my arrangement I have with him is anytime he needs work, service, or whatever on the vehicle, I will go to his place, pick the vehicle. When I'm done, I return it. So that's how we'll be working. And of today, it happens that I traveled for a long time, came back, and needed to service the car. So of course, I told him I wouldn't be available for that today. But he needed it to be done today. So I tried. What I did was I tried the best I can by coordinating what needed and who's gonna do it, even in my absence. What I mean, what is needed. I'm talking about the engine, oil, filter, and the rest. So he sent someone to take the vehicle, to wherever I want the work to be done. And the person that he sent, for some, okay, let me not go there. For some reasons, chose to go against my recommendation. And, I recommended a specific Peugeot oil, a specific Peugeot engine oil, and for THP engine. Of course, you guys already know that if you follow me on YouTube and the rest. So I recommended, and the person, I don't know, for some reason, felt what is total oil doing in Peugeot engine. So according to the person, now called me and started saying he spoke with what's it called? An oil seller, and the oil seller now recommended what you are looking at on the screen for a Peugeot 508 with THP 163 engine. So I got furious. I mean, seriously. The reason why I'm doing this video, I know I've done quite a number of videos where I always say people should take charge of their cars, or at least be mindful of who you give your vehicle to, or be mindful of where you buy engine oil and the rest. It's not like I'm blaming the owner of the car, because is this exactly why he didn't want anyone to touch that vehicle when it comes to which oil to use doing the repairs, except me. Now the same thing, because of the situation today, you now had to involve somebody else. I don't know whether it was his friend or something. I don't know who the person is. I've never met him. I only know that the person took the vehicle, and only for him to send me this rubbish on the phone you are looking at on the screen. Now, it's not like the oil is rubbish, but as far as I'm concerned, it's rubbish when it comes to putting it on that vehicle or engine. That's a very rubbish move. Of course, I had to call the owner to because it's not like I have any business with whoever that he gave the car to bring to me, or to wherever I want the car to be taken. But I needed to tell him to take charge of the situation, because the person I have no business with, like I say. So it's not like he's obliged or compelled to take my instruction. So I knew it would be a waste of time trying to tell him to take that crap back. I'm going for the one I recommended. So I had to do that, and that eventually was resolved. And the oil that I asked them to buy, which is the total HTC 5W30, eventually got it. So don't take all these things. This is the reason why people always going back and forth, and then end up having dead engine, failed, or not just the engines, other parts of their Peugeot vehicles, being messed up within a short while. So I'm not saying everybody should trust only me, but I'm saying when you have a sensitive cars, these modern Peugeot vehicles like this, guys, be very careful. Be very careful, because it's just before you know it, the harm has been done. So be careful who you, because this person, I mean, common sense would have told him, why would you go and buy an oil they made specifically for a particular engine for a different brand, or specific engines in a different brand that doesn't even have any form of Peugeot oil certification, and now that's the one you think is better for a car like Peugeot 508. I mean, I don't know where to begin. And the point that, I've always been saying that in some of my videos, especially the ones related to engine oils. Stop listening to oil sellers, even if it's a total staff attendant that sells oil. Stop listening to them. Stop seeking advice from them. They know nothing concerning oil recommended for your Peugeot vehicle. No matter how good you are, no matter how many establishments you have when it comes to selling oil or having oil business or whatever, no matter how, you cannot know engine oil that is recommended for all vehicles. Different brand with the engines and transmission, you can never know that. You can only specialize on one and be able to understand that. The best you can do, you could say, okay, this is more like a generic one, which can serve. However, there are modern engines these days. Manufacturers make them specifically for one or two oils, or specific oil with this code. They are not like 504, you can use anything and it will still run. These engines are completely so sensitive and delicate. For them to give you that full economy, you must adhere strictly to the instruction of the manufacturer. They've done all the tests to know that for you to gain this thing, gain this power with this small engine and do all this thing, you need this engine to work with this. But people ignore it and then later they start complaining. I don't know about other brands. Maybe other brands, their engines are not so, but when it comes to Peugeot, I know they are not. I'm not saying they are the best. But when it comes to engine oil, I've been using them for decades to understand that no, they are very good when it comes to their recommendation on engine oils. They do get it right. So if I wasn't there, this would have entered that engine, because from what he was explaining, but it's synthetic oil, but it's 5W30, because to him, what's the point? They're all the same. So be careful who you give your car to go and service for you, or because you might even give the person money who buy nonsense. Or even me, I repair car. I work with mechanics there and there on working on people's cars. I still don't give them money to buy parts. Not even for my own vehicle, even for other people's vehicles. They don't buy parts for me that I use on people's cars. I don't give them money or ask them to do. I source for these parts myself. So that's the point. Even oil filter, as simple as oil, I still source it myself. I don't let people for my own cars or any other person's cars that I'm working on or working with some people on. I do it myself. Otherwise, I'm not doing the work. Doesn't mean that all the ones I use are the best quality, but at least I will know that what I'm putting there will not harm that vehicle, even if it's not so high quality. But at least it will be good enough to be able to run the vehicle until whenever the owner can maybe get you a new one, or may not even bother, because it may even last as good as those quality ones. But at least I will not put something bad. That's what I do. So be careful. Be careful, especially if you own cars like Peugeot 508, 3008, 308. All these Peugeot cars, their engines are more sensitive, delicate, and the rest. They are not 504. Even with in fact, I would say they are not even 406, because 406, you can even regard this as very rugged this thing. Yeah, even though Nigerians still kill their engines. But at least compared to these modern ones. So when it comes to trust on your car, yes, let them hate you if they can, but protect what you have, because at the end of the day, it still comes back to your head. Yeah, shit happens. Sometimes you might trying to fix something will get damaged or some mistake will happen. I get that, but what you have, nobody understands. How you value that thing, because what you went through to get that thing, or how long you want that to use that. Nobody cares except you. Not saying some people do care, people like me. I mean, if you need to see how I work on people's car, I take it as if my own personal car. That's what I do. But I'm not everybody. There's other Nigerians that could be like me. It's up to you to find out. Okay, so be careful. Know what engine oil you are using on your car. It doesn't mean this oil on this picture is bad or bad. No, it's not bad. I don't know about it. Maybe it's bad oil, maybe it's good oil, but as far as I'm concerned, it has no business in Peugeot engine.